I like to push the boundaries. So when I see online reactions to individual trailers, I think, how quaint. Let's do 12. I was going to watch all of these out of personal interest anyway, but I thought, why not do it with the added pressure of your watchful eye? So I've narrowed it down to Robin Hood films, live action films, and there's a lot of those, so this certainly isn't all of them, but it's all the ones that have easily findable trailers online. So let's get into it. We're starting with 1922, Robin Hood. And so I'm lying already. This first one here is not an original trailer. I believe it's a fan-made trailer, and already, look, we're getting a castle. Castle is a tick. As you can see, this isn't a trailer from 1922. Someone else made it more recently with their own version of the music, so I'll link to that. But we've already got a castle. This is great. Lots of people and some sentimental music, and that's what I want to see in a Robin Hood trailer, ticking the elements. Ooh. This is a silent film, of course. Another thing we're looking out for is some great haircuts, and already I see some good haircuts. Some nice bobs. Some straight fringes. Jousting. Oh! He's dead. He's dead too. Oh, I like that march. That's the march. Someone with a moustache. Of course, we need some bow action. Oh, hello. That was quite a. There's the classic Robin Hood look. We got it. Hey, very good. Who was that? I haven't seen this film, I should mention. Excellent. I have seen some of these from the trailers I'm about to watch, but not this one. Not most of them. Oh, that's sweet. Ghost. I like that acting. It's a lot of fun to be had here. It's quite violent, which is good. I like to see that. Yay. Nice. And some of you may have watched we've been doing reactions on my YouTube channel to my favourite version of Robin Hood, the 2006 BBC TV series. As you just saw in this, it looks like Robin Hood did the dagger down the massive cloth off the side of the building trick, and that happens in the TV show. So. Nice callback. Whoosh. Whoa! You don't see enough sword action like that anymore, in movies or just in real life. Out on the street, you should see stuff like that. Well, that was 1922. That gets 3 arrows out of 5. A very good classic Robin Hood stuff there. We're going to 1938. This one, I believe, has Errol Flynn. I've seen parts of this one. The Adventures of Robin Hood. It's a good title. Some of the titles are going to be...
In the gallant days when history hung on the flight of an arrow or the slash of a sword, when feudal barons ravaged the countryside to live in pomp and splendor, when one man alone dared challenge the might of his country's oppressors.
Nice.
Robin Hood, outlaw of Sherwood Forest and his stalwart band, robbing the rich to feed the poor, ready to fight for king, for country, or for maiden fair.
Now, this forest is wide. It can shelter and clothe and feed a band of good determined men. Good swordsmen, good archers, good fighters. Are you with me?
It's Errol Flynn as Robin Hood. Olivia de Havilland as Maid Marian. Claude Rains, Basil Rathbone, and a cast of thousands, reliving history's most colorful adventure.
I suppose you realize the penalty for killing a king's deer is death.
Are there no exceptions?
Will you come with me?
To Sherwood?
I've nothing to offer you but a life of hardship and danger, but we'd be together.
Because I love you, Robin, I'd come. Even the danger would mean nothing if you were with me.
Que romántico.
Let me ram those words down his throat, Your Highness.
From this night on, I use every means in my power to fight you.
The sword action in this one is great. In Technicolor. My goodness. Excellent. All right, that was superb. Errol Flynn, Robin Hood, got to be one of the best. I'm giving that 4 pointy hats out of 5 pointy hats. 1951, Tales of Robin Hood. I don't know if this one's a trailer or just some kind of... It's called a promo. Maybe it's just a scene.
Good day to you.
In Sherwood, the better man goes first. Make way.
The better man? You cross after me, then.
Huh. Such a bag of wind's a public danger. Something tells me I should burst it. With this.
You move to loose that arrow, and I'll beat you black and blue.
I could send this through you before you take a single step.
If you were a coward, aye. But no man that calls himself a man would use a bow and arrow against someone with only a staff.
Very well, then. Have it your way. I'll return in a moment.
What's this sneaky fella up to?
I hope that twig is strong enough.
Don't let it trouble you, friend. I can assure you it's sturdier than your skull.
Could do this all day.
Why, you...
Why you? I can't say a bad word about you.
On this horn.
Well, have at it, then.
Oh, my head's buzzing like a hive of bees. Hey, leave my men alone.
You're... Who are you, then?
The Sheriff of Nottingham and Sir Guy de Clermont called me outlaw. My men here, they address me as Robin.
Robin Hood?
Aye.
I've traveled far to join you, but now that I've ducked you, you won't be wanting me around.
He ducked you, Robin?
He thinks he needs a lesson.
So beware lest you learn one. Now hearken, stranger. Our band, of which these are only a small part, are made up of wronged men. Men who are sworn to support the weak and help the poor. We punish evildoers and live as outlaws. If you'd be one of us, then welcome.
What's your name? John Little.
John Little. Well, it is a custom among us to always bestow a new name. I feel like a godfather today, so I shall choose a name for you. Now, let me see. I have it.
Hey, now, hold on now. Oh, hold on.
I hereby baptize thee, Little John.
How creative.
By St. George, this is a most courteous reception.
Well, that was jolly good, hammy fun. Tales of Robin Hood from 1951. I'm going to give that 4 Little Johns out of 5. That was a joyous little scene. 1952 here, we're just going 1 year forward to the story of Robin Hood and his merry men from Disney. Disney Drive-In. It's coming to the drive-in. Might check it out. The Adventure of a Lifetime. The Romance of the Year. The story of Robin Hood. More Technicolor, that's nice.
From the green glades of Sherwood Forest into the hearts of the world comes riding the merriest, most adventurous rogue of them all, Robin Hood. In the light of his flashing sword, tyrants tremble.
Stand where you are. Take the outlaw alive.
Action. Big action.
Hold that man!
Here is a film classic
Drawbridge
for the
action.
ages, told by Walt Disney, with all the spirit, the high-hearted excitement and color of the greatest traditions in his storytelling art.
Comedy and song. That's what we want. Brilliant. That was nice. I don't know if I can stomach the American voiceover in a Robin Hood trailer, but hey, it's Disney. I'm going to give that 2.5 half bows out of 5 half bows. 1960, Sword of Sherwood Forest. I like the title of this one, Sword of Sherwood Forest. Let's get some more interesting titles in there. They don't all just have to be called Robin Hood. Whoa!
Robin Hood.
With the clash of sword against sword, his name and fame swept across a nation. Robin Hood, the outlaw, whose legendary adventures still live today.
Nice sword action.
Richard Green as Robin Hood, who matched his courage and his men against the forces of the law.
You gave me your word, Sherwood. No trap.
This is not a game, madam. I'm dealing with criminals.
Peter Cushing as the cruel and ruthless Sheriff of Nottingham.
Cool.
Niall McGuinness as Friar Tuck. Richard Pascoe, the treacherous Earl of Newark, who plotted to kill the most powerful man in the kingdom.
All is arranged. A dozen men have left the castle dressed as outlaws. They know the place.
And they know there must be no survivors?
I repeated it to them. They'll hang if there are.
Like
Sarah
that guy.
Branch as Maid Marian, who found love in the arms of an outlaw and hate in the heart of a ruthless man of intrigue.
Hereward Walter? Well, Archbishop, you should have stayed in Canterbury, but you must meddle in affairs of state. You will be Chancellor as well. Then come, Chancellor.
Whoa! Fire to the face. Cool. I like that. That one looks like it had some really good villains, I'd say. Some good villains are very important to have a good Robin Hood. I'm going to give that 4 slick fringes out of 5 slick fringes. 1967, A Challenge for Robin Hood. Again, I like these titles that add a bit of
Archer,
a new flavour.
swordsman,
This guy looks a bit modern.
Robin Hood,
His hair, I mean.
champion of the poor.
I'm not a fan of his hair.
Now comes his greatest adventure as he
Sideburns
challenges
are
the
fun.
tyrant and his men to crush a rule of terror.
Challenge for Robin Hood.
I
We'll
could
see.
kill you now, but you'll make a very fitting dancing partner to that other traitor, Scarlet.
I'll run you through if you say again that he's a traitor.
A challenge for Robin Hood. A fight for a prize of gold. A challenge for Robin Hood
to spring an innocent man from a baited trap.
You God!
His hair's just very ordinary.
Take him! To the gallows with him!
Robin
be
Hood,
something
a
special
nobleman
about
who
Robin Hood,
became
isn't
an outlaw who became a legend,
Come on, man! After
who defended the weak and defied the strong. Here he is with his merry band of men, the bustling Friar Tuck, battling Little John, the villainous Roger de Courtenay, and the lovely Maid Marian. A challenge for Robin Hood.
That's the title.
The big screen is ablaze with his daring new adventures.
They're having fun with that text. Challenge for Robin Hood. That looks like fun. The Robin Hood himself in that doesn't stand out to me. He looks like a kind of ordinary guy, but the film itself looks like a great riot. So I'm going to give that 3.5 tumbles off a bridge out of 5. Now to 1976, Robin and Marian, with Sean Connery, I
For
believe.
over 6 centuries, the legend of Robin Hood and Maid Marian has inspired hundreds of ballads, books, operas, plays, and movies. And now, the legend becomes a love story. Columbia Pictures presents Sean Connery and Audrey Hepburn in Robin
This
and
is a weird
Marian.
one.
Go fight the sheriffs and the kings. I love you and you make me proud.
I thought the man was dead.
He's back in Sherwood.
Robin's back in Sherwood, I said. We're here to serve you, Robin. And fight against that king.
They're flocking to him in
It's like
hundreds.
it's cool. It's a
become a
different
legend.
take to the last
Have you
one.
ever tried to fight a legend?
An older
To
Robin
some, he
Hood.
was a hero who would bring them hope. To some, he was a common thief to be hunted down. To some, he was an enemy to be respected and feared. To Marian, the woman he loved, he was her man.
You're so beautiful.
Come and sit by me.
Sean Connery
so
is
beautiful.
Robin Hood. Robert Shaw is the Sheriff of Nottingham. Nicol Williamson is Little John. Richard Harris is Richard the Lionhearted. And in her long-awaited return to the screen, Audrey Hepburn is Marian.
No more scars, Robin. It's too much to lose you twice.
I've never kissed a member of the clergy. Would it be a sin?
I don't know. It's kind of weird to me.
Hasn't there been enough for
Explain
one
why.
day?
I won't be long. I'll meet you back at camp.
Don't
He's
go.
just a weird guy,
I just
Sean
want to look,
Connery. Not
see
in
who's
a,
hunting
not
me.
in a
King was
particularly negative
Sends a
way.
message. He wants Robin's head. Oh, mine. He can sit out there forever. He can't put a forest under siege. Will?
Well, that's how I see it. If he comes in, we've got him.
Chuck? We stay here. The man's mad.
You haven't asked what I think.
He's out there, Marian. He expects me.
I think one madman's enough.
I knew you'd come. Of all men. Just for you.
I know.
This is the return of the spectacle and glory of another age. Of heroes who are bigger than life.
The jump! Good boy.
And villains who are more than evil.
It's the first time
The return of a great star.
that I
Audrey
can remember seeing a
Hepburn.
jump off
But most
the
of all,
castle
Robin
walls
and
there.
Marian
In
is
those
the
trailers.
return
I missed some.
of romance.
I love you more than sunlight. More than flesh or joy. One more day.
For Robin and Marian, love is the greatest adventure of all.
I love you more than God.
It's like really playing up the Robin and Marian romance. Marian's romance. Which is, good for you film, but I don't know, not for me. 2 Marians out of 5. Now there are 2 Robin Hood films from 1991. Here's the first one. It's just called Robin Hood, I think. We're in the 90s now already. Holy.
Once upon a time, there was a good-for-nothing ne'er-do-well he saw the most beautiful woman in the whole of England.
Who's winning, Uncle?
Robert, of course.
Moustache.
I believe Sir Robert never loses.
And he fell in love with her. Well, the tragedy was she was promised to another mighty
I like his
lord, and
voice.
she will marry him.
I challenge Sir Miles Falconay.
Robert Hood, as of this day, you are cast outside the law.
This is excellent.
A noble renegade.
The girl has made me an outlaw. Good. I'm going to show him what an outlaw is and what an outlaw does.
So you'll be Robin Hood then? He challenged the law of the land.
Anyone with any information leading to the capture of this Robin Hood will receive a handsome reward.
Freeing the ones to be
Could you
hanged.
catch this Robin Hood, Marian?
He won the respect of thieves.
They're making songs about you and your merry men.
Inflamed the passion of a lady.
My pleasures are my secrets, Sir
Don't
Robert.
play with me.
You're so handsome when you're angry.
And lived the adventure of a lifetime. All for the only woman he ever loved.
Let us take the battle to them. This wedding cannot take place.
We come here today in the sight of Almighty
It looks
God
nice and dirty.
to join these two together in holy matrimony.
Patrick Bergen as Robin Hood.
Good morning, Sir Miles.
Uma Thurman as Maid Marian. Jürgen Prochnow as Sir Miles Falconay. Edward Fox as Prince John. Jeroen Krabbe as Baron de Guerre. Robin Hood. The romance, the glory, the legend.
It's got it all. That was awesome. Maybe I'd like to check that one out. That one looks good. 1991 Robin Hood. Seemed like a really cool Robin Hood. I'm going to give that 4.5 perfect moustaches out of 5. Perfect moustaches. Still in 1991, here's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. The first one I've actually seen the whole movie myself. So let's see what the trailer looks like.
A time of war.
Kevin Costner as Robin Hood.
A time of homecoming. A time of tyrants.
Oh, yeah.
A time when the only way to uphold justice was to break the law.
Good rollicking action in this one.
He gave the people the courage to fight.
Split an arrow.
Stood for freedom became a legend.
I mean, I said Robin Hood's hair should stand out, but I don't know about this one. And just Kevin Costner as Robin Hood, I don't know.
Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater,
Christian Slater,
Rickman,
Alan Rickman
and Mary
makes the
Elizabeth
movie.
Antonio.
Alan Rickman is the sheriff.
Prince of Thieves.
But Kevin Costner as Robin Hood, I don't know who saw it. I don't see it. Doesn't really work for me. But I'm going to give that a look. Everything apart from Kevin Costner in that movie, excellent. I love the production design and the rollicking fun and Alan Rickman. So, look, 4 mullets out of 5. 1993, Robin Hood Men in Tights. I know this one is very popular. I have not seen it.
20th Century Fox presents the motion picture event of the summer.
It's a comedy, right?
The summer of 1125 AD.
That's him!
Robin Hood.
Good evening.
The Hoods from the Woods.
are back.
No, it's not a comedy.
Yo! Check it out. Little John. Ow! Prince John.
More bubbles. Oh, yes, now it's happening.
The Sheriff of Rottingham.
I challenge you to a duel.
I accept. Maid Marian.
A chastity belt?
It's an everlast.
And a Rabbi Tuckman.
Hello, boys.
He's the first action hero.
And white men can't jump.
And the last word in comedy.
And why should the people listen to you?
Because, unlike some other Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent.
Okay, that's funny.
Men in Tights. A Mel Brooks film. Yes! The legend had it coming.
Cool. Look, I want to be respectful of this one. There's a lot of cool stuff about it. I know a lot of people like it a lot, but I don't think it's entirely for me. That last joke was very funny, though, about the English accent. The thing is, and I know this is like sacrilegious to say, and I'll gloss over it, but I don't like The Princess Bride. So I feel this is a slightly similar kind of area to that, and just not my thing, but still pretty cool. So 3 loud punches to the face out of 5. 2010 now, we're almost there. 2010, Robin Hood. I've seen this one, of course, and let's check out the trailer.
I think I have much to tell you.
No, it's really
about
modern.
history, about your history.
It's a big leap.
Your father was a visionary.
What did he see?
Ridley Scott.
Kings have a need of their subjects. A dangerous idea.
Rise and rise again.
From very fun
The lambs become lions.
to very serious.
My father died for this.
What does it mean?
It means never give up.
Russell Crowe's Robin Hood.
Does not bargain for the loyalty that every subject owes him.
I mean, he's good in this, I think. It's just not...
Or burn.
I think of him as not exactly Robin Hood.
In the country of
He's a
King
guy
John,
called Robin.
And I pray for a miracle.
Not my Robin.
That's something that we need to do.
We're common archers, Rob.
Did that make any sense? I'm rambling.
The laws of this land enslave people to its king. A king who offers nothing in return. Robin Longstride, also known as Robin of the Hood.
For the crimes of incitement to cause unrest, I declare him to be an outlaw!
All who shelter him,
Oscar
their
Isaac.
lives shall be taken
Brilliant.
on sight. Nail, please.
That's
It
good.
seems we are to share my chamber. I sleep with a dagger. If you so much as move to touch me, I will sever your manhood.
Thanks for the warning.
She's good.
Robin, your father was a great man. And you are your father's son.
As many men as you need.
Are you ready to be who you are?
Yes.
It's really epic and meaningful. Obviously the biggest war epic action of any Robin Hood film, being Ridley Scott.
What we ask for
Is liberty.
It's
liberty
huge.
by law.
Rise and rise again. Until lambs become lions.
And that's a cool line. Yeah, cool. I mean, it's a Ridley Scott war epic of Robin Hood. And, you know, I can respect that. It's missing out on the fun and the character of many of the others, but I like it. I'm going to give it 3.5 surprise arrows out of 5. And finally, 2018, Robin Hood. Here we go.
You were a lord, but now you get to be a thief. And I'm going to show you how. Shoot me.
Taron Egerton. I like Taron Egerton. Really good as Elton John. Love it, man.
You have to be a warrior.
And could be a great Robin Hood, I feel. I have seen this movie.
What are you doing to my coat? Okay. When do I actually get to, you know, steal? What else you got?
He's just a bit... I don't know if this is possible, like too cocky or something? Robin Hood should be cocky, but this is...
I'm the law and order here.
Ben Mendelsohn. They nail the villains, often.
Any talk of the thief, bring it to me.
Ben Mendelsohn is awesome.
One thing keeps
In that coat.
the money. We steal it. Want to hit the treasury yourself? Set up a meeting. Everyone is with us.
This is our shot.
Here's the plan.
See, like, I like the cast.
You are a lord. Get close with the sheriff. Who do you think the thief is?
Clearly, he's well trained.
I like some of the action styling. Sometimes it goes too far.
You'll get him eventually. Our plan is working. Now we see who bites.
I'll remind them they're not the people, they're my subjects.
This is suicide.
Can't you see what you're doing? You inspire the people.
They really modernized the action. Arrows are like bullets, like bam, bam, bam.
We're all suspects now.
If we get caught, they will kill us all.
Really inspiring. Thanks.
You're not Robin of Locksley anymore. You're Robin Hood.
See, I like so many things about that one. In theory, but then, so I don't know why I didn't really like the movie much at all. I appreciate how they did the whole war in the Holy Land, modern war in the Middle East, like parallels. But there was just kind of, I don't know, too much modern styled action where you started to not care or something. And the soundtrack actually was very much not my jam. They had a Joseph Trapanese. I like that composer, but he did like a really modern, like synthy soundtrack. Very much would have preferred something classical. But hey, they gave it a red hot go. I suppose it's not getting a sequel. It didn't do very well. So that's basically a century of Robin Hood that we just explored. Oh, I didn't rate that last one. I'm gonna give it. I like a lot about it. So 3.5 monologuing villains out of 5. So there we are, a century of Robin Hood trailers. I don't know what we've learned, if anything, but I suppose it feels like that was a lot of Robin Hood. Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? It's probably gotten worse, mostly, because back in the Errol Flynn ones, excellent. They were nailing everything. It looks like great action, great characters, great flair and style. They've kind of lost some of that over time, but gained better, of course. I don't know, arguably better production design, cinematography. So, still waiting for the perfect Robin Hood movie. I heard the Wachowskis were going to do a Robin Hood a few years back. Wonder what happened to that. If I had to pick a favourite, it's probably actually that 1991 one, not the Kevin Costner one. The other one actually stood out to me a bit. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the last few have all just been called Robin Hood. Robin Hood 2018, Robin Hood 2010. The 1991 one was just Robin Hood. Come on, guys. Different titles, please. But yeah, that 1991 one looked really interesting to me. I might check out that movie sometime. That would be my favourite. What was your favourite? If you want to comment it, you'll save my life from all this rambling. Okay, bye.